Hey guys, Game Informer magazine just hosted a podcast and they gave a lot of new information about the Blackout mode and zombies, and I did live stream the whole thing, but I am just going to be covering the really important highlights in this video. So these guys here on screen went to Treyarch Studios and actually played a full 80-player game of Blackout. Now they've made a full magazine article and also interviewed David Vonderhaar, but I feel like this podcast allowed them to really sit down and talk about how they felt about the game and give us some more good inside information. The first thing that they talked about and confirmed is how you load into the map. They said that you load up on these squad helicopters and that you fly over and then dive out. They said once you leave the helicopter, your wingsuit is supposed to engage and then you gotta fly down to the ground and a parachute will automatically open. They said when they first left the helicopter, 2 of their teammates just face planted on the ground and weren't able to equip their wingsuit or something like that. And they said that the wingsuits are very tricky. The way you engage them is you have to be up on a high elevation and you have to hold down the jump button. So it's interesting to know that you can die from just the entry point from the helicopter and just smashing to the ground. These guys also said that the wingsuits are pretty tough to navigate and it is a skill-based feature that you're just gonna have to get good at over time. But they expect that people are gonna get really good with them and be able to have like aerial fights while flying around with them. They did mention about the wall that closes in and that it's kind of tricky to deal with because it does cause a hallucination effect and it will make other players look real dusty and floaty and then make players appear where they're really not, and that it's really interruptive with the combat. They did speak some about the RC car and gave some really good tips on how to use it. They said the RC car allows you to scout out other players and you get to drive the car around and it gives you vision, and you are vulnerable while you're doing this, but it puts you in third person as you drive the car around and check out the scenery. The RC car is not a weapon. You can't blow it up on players or anything like that, but they said it was really great for the final circle. They were in there, they couldn't find the last person, so they equipped the RC car, drove it around, found the guy, then flashbanged where that player was at, was able to kill him and take the win. They said you can also combine the RC car with other equipment like the sensor dart. The sensor dart reveals enemies within proximity on the mini map and it's visible to everyone on the team. And they said you could stick one on an RC car and create a mobile ping network for your radar. You can also put it on boats and other vehicles. They also said something about the vehicle health and how hard it is to damage it. They said it's really easy to blow vehicles up in Blackout, that it only takes 1 grenade or 1 rocket launch and it's obliterated. So if you think you're going to be driving around in one of the cargo trucks feeling safe, well, don't feel safe because you could blow up at any moment with just 1 player with a grenade nearby. They made mention of the Nuketown Island and they said that they went underground, and in the underground bunker system it was really flooded. There was mannequins down there and that's where they found a ton of loot. And they said that's pretty much the gold mine if you're looking for something specific. It seemed like there was one of everything down there. In one part of the trailer they showed a very quick image of a basketball hoop and they said yeah, you can go and play basketball and shoot hoops, and this is supposed to be referencing a Black Ops 2 map. They said in addition to playing basketball there's other things you can do, like you can play pool or billiards in the stronghold area. Last thing they mentioned about interactable things was on the array location that there were some loudspeakers that you could turn on and off. And they also said that David Vonderhaar told them that there's going to be a lot of stuff that you can interact with and not just these few things. The next thing they mentioned was about the AI zombies that are going to be on the map. They said there is going to be a beam of light in the sky, probably a lot like the mystery box, and you're going to know that in that location there's going to be zombies and a zombie supply stash. They said this zombie supply stash is going to be equivalent to like the mystery box and it's going to have some really good treasure in it. They said this location will be surrounded by about 5 to 8 zombies, but that they're really easy to kill, but the zombies do make a ton of noise. Even though the zombies are easy to kill, they could be a threat if you're having to deal with other players that are shooting at you. It could give the zombies a chance to actually attack you and injure you. Another thing they mentioned along with the zombie locations is that you're going to be able to unlock Richtofen's skin and character and be able to play as him. To unlock the different character skins and play as all these different characters, you have to do quests to be able to obtain them. And Richtofen's quests are really advanced. There's multiple of them, and he's one of the hardest. First thing you have to do to unlock him is look for the beam in the sky that looks like the mystery box beam. That's going to tell you where the zombies are located. You have to go there and then look in the area for an object that's linked to Richtofen. It's probably going to be an iconic piece like the Chronorium or even the summoning key. Once you obtain that item, you're going to know what your objectives are, and there will be multiple things that you have to do. And Game Informer gave an example, like you're going to have to kill a certain number of zombies or kill them in a certain way. And you're not going to know what these quests are until you actually obtain that item, and then it's going to tell you what to do. Again, he's one of the more advanced skins to unlock, and his quests are very challenging. So he's on the advanced or difficult end of skin unlocks, and one of the easiest skin unlocks is the battery character. And to give you an example of what they consider easy, you have to find a war machine, and they said that's really easy to find. They're all over the map. You just have to kill a few people and then finish in the top 15 in that match. So this is really great for us zombies fan. It's not going to be just pure multiplayer. We're going to have a little bit of zombies in there and give us some things to do. I'm really excited about this. I will definitely be playing next week, but I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.